What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. So I was having a conversation a few weeks ago, and my buddy asked me, how strong have you gotten in a certain time frame? And I had a really hard time answering that. And I thought to myself, I've been doing the periodization training program, and what that basically is like kind of like a gradual increase in weight. So like first 4 weeks is high reps, second 4 weeks is medium reps, and then the last and final weeks is like high weight, low reps. And then after you're done with the 12th week, you just reset, and you do that for a year. And I've done 42 weeks so far, and there's a lot of really good data. So what I did is I mapped it out in Excel, and I made some charts. So I'm here to show you that today and talk about it. So let's get started. So riser, right? So this is a very important exercise. It's specifically for arm wrestling. First, I need to give you a definition of a riser. So we're not doing normal riser like this or like that. We're doing straight wrist, and we're gripping because it's harder, and it's going over the digits, not over the knuckles. So then when you do the motion, it's going to be down to up, right? So it's very dynamic part, but the wrist, you try to keep it static. So this is a lot harder, and every number you're going to see here is going to be working numbers, unless I specifically talk about it. But yeah, when we started, I was really just doing like 15 pounds for 20-25 reps, 15 to 20 reps, started building up that strength, because as we got closer, like week 8, we dropped the reps, maybe 8 reps or so, and I was able to be somewhat successful with 28 pounds. And then I think I had some practice or tournament here because it kind of got choppy. I was taking too many breaks. But, by the end of the second 12-week cycle, so week 10 of the second one, I was up to 37 pounds for a couple reps. So that was not too bad. And yeah. So recently I actually did a tournament probably around here, back around here. I got injured. So the last 12 weeks I've been really focusing on general strength and not so much riser. But the last 3 weeks I've been hitting 35 for like 8 to 10 reps, and it's been feeling not too bad. Like these 35 felt way better than this 37 did and this 35. So I definitely feel like there's been an improvement, and probably, since the beginning, 100 and whatever % increase. But really, like once I got conditioned, maybe, let's see, this is like 25 to 35, maybe 60% increase, or 40, 50. All right, so then we got hammer curl. So the rule behind hammer curl is always grip the handle, don't loosen up and have the weight rest on you. That's cheating. And then if your riser dumps, it doesn't count. So again, I have to like go like this. And then if it starts dumping, then I have to lower the weight. But yeah, so this is severely limited by my riser, just a bit easier sense of the way I'm holding it. But yeah, I started off at 32 for high reps, brought it over to 42. It was rather difficult, dropped it down again, up. And then by the second cycle, I got up to 50 pounds, and the big, even hit 56 pounds at some point. This one's probably very hard, maybe a couple reps. But then this one is 45, felt super good. I was just repping them out, really easy. But again, once I get to this 50 range, then my riser starts dumping. It's very difficult. Wrist curl. So what is a wrist curl? If you're using to prop yourself up on a bench and you got a barbell in your hands, the motion would be like this to like this. So full extension, full flexion. I was not used to that. And, embarrassingly enough, I started very light, 22 pounds. And it honestly didn't feel like much, but by that 12th rep, I was running out of juice. But yeah, I increased significant. Like, you know, I doubled it here, and this is the same amount of reps. And then I doubled it again. So right around here, I was probably doing 8 reps. Had a practice, and then we finished up at 120 for like 4 reps. And then we started a new cycle. We started including other exercises, so we didn't really need to focus on strengthening this one as much. But now it was done again. I think a few weeks ago I did 130, and this was for 6 reps, so it was pretty good. I liked it a lot, actually. And then we got a single bicep preacher curl. So I didn't really start this until like week, was that 16? This one took a bit more development because it's, if I'm using this preacher curl here, the motion would be something like this. So yeah, it would be bicep, but it would also be some side pressure. And my side pressure was so weak in that sense, like my rotators, that I couldn't do this exercise prior to like the 16th week. So when we did start, I started off in the 50s. It was rather hard. I felt it a lot in being able just to hold the position very still. But, you know, every couple of weeks I kept bumping it up. So 60, and then, what is it, 70 or 65? Hold on, if I can click it. Well, it's like 69. So yeah, made some really good progress right here. And then I had a practice, so this went down. And then, you know, the last 12 weeks we've really been bumping it up a bit. So this 79 here was like max limit, like 2 reps. I was gonna burst the blood vessel, but then towards here, this was last week. I'll show you guys the video, but 4x4, pretty decent. And then this week, I'm going to try to do 90, and I think I'll be pretty successful with it too. Right. Josh, check it out. Watch this.
He's going to do 20.
No.
Lightweight, baby.
See? Right?
Yeah, right time. Not bad. Yeah. Sitting side pressure, just an even more side pressure exaggerated version of the previous exercise. So if you're propping yourself up on a bench, it'll be something like this. You bring it up all the way to your chest. Just kind of like a very simple way to explain it to you guys. I started out with a lot of endurance, but by week 12, I PR'd at 67 pounds for 4. And then, you know, start over again. And then my average increased. So now 45 is feeling pretty decent for me. Bicep curls. Didn't really focus on these for quite some time, until like week 18. I already had some decent biceps just from bodybuilding, but we did peak at like 100 pounds for a while. And then like the beginning of this cycle, I hit 110, but not as important as this one. This one is more for arm wrestling. This one is just like bicep development. Pronation. So I have like a very natural pronation. I was able to, first let me define pronation for you guys. So pronation, you're gonna grip it, belt over the back of your hand, and then when you start, you're gonna be supinated and then pronate all the way to the top. And you gotta really pronate like this much to count. None of these like half pronations. So it's a very dynamic pronation. Started off very light. It was just burning for endurance, but within the first 4 weeks, I got it up pretty fast. 40 pounds, 45 pounds by week 12. I think my goal for pronation would be eventually to get it to like, I think 80 pounds would be good and relevant. But yeah, 40, 50 pounds of working sets of pronations, what I've been doing. It's been quite successful. All the other pronation I've done was on the table with just like arm wrestling practice. So I haven't really done as much of the belted one. Squats. So now this is general strength. Also quick. So initially I had kettlebell, so I was stuck at 70 pounds for a bit until I got the barbell, and then I started increasing. I think I got sick here, but I got it all the way up to 210. And that was really nice. That was a nice day. And then I started a new program, got sick, started all over again. But it was a bigger jump this time, much more steeper. Last week I achieved 220 right here. 4 by 5 reps. And this week we're going for 230. And I think it'll be just fine. Tomorrow is the day. Same with bench press. So bench press, kettlebells, and then I got barbell, started learning proper form. And then I didn't really move past 145 just to really develop the, it was an awkward exercise. So this is close grip bench press, so it's like this close, and I'm like tricep extending it. So it'll be like this. It's very awkward. So it took a while for my muscles and joints to adapt to that one. But after they did, last week I did 190-pound bench press for 4x4. And then this Thursday, I'll be doing 200 pounds. And I'll be able to get it. And last one, sitting press. So yeah, there's like moments of me not doing it. So it's just like kettlebells, pressing with kettlebells. Didn't go over 70 pounds for a while until I got the barbell situated and started working my way up. So I had a shoulder injury for quite some time. So I was stuck at these numbers until it healed. So I had to do some therapy for it. But then, yeah, it really started blowing up. I mean, general strengthening every week. And this has also helped with my weight gain. And yeah, last week I did 110, and then to Thursday I'll be doing 120 right after benching. So this will be like 5x5 or something like this. I gotta look at the program. But yeah, overall, quite big jump in strength on all things. Clearly, my pain point is my riser. I think what makes a riser good is having some level of general strength in your hand. I've noticed that people who do this construction work or like manual labor have better risers. So I've been working on grip more. I've been rope climbing and then obviously doing risers. And my goal for this one is really just to get it to like 60, 65 pound riser. That'll be ridiculous. And if I can get hammer curls to like 70 pounds, not bad. But yeah, single bicep preacher, not bad. Shooting for 100. Hopefully by week 12 I can hit it. We'll see what happens. But yeah, guys, that pretty much wraps up the strength. I do have a lot of other exercises that I didn't talk about because they're just like supplementary and I didn't really increase in weight for them. So if I ever do, I'll include them in this charts. So I'll probably do another update maybe in like 40 weeks. We'll see. But yeah, I recommend track your progression, see how you do, and maybe you'll notice patterns where things get a little more difficult. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a really good time just like visualizing all this data. I hope you enjoyed it. And if it gives you some ideas on how to track your progression, I'm glad it helped out. Other than that, hit that like, subscribe, share it with your buddies, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Take care.